You are watching Pause. We pause for a second or two. How do we keep life coherent when so much is changing? This is episode 258, Confused Situation. Every once in a while, or sometimes even often, we simply find ourselves confused. We just feel terrible, and we feel vulnerable in that we just know that there is something or some things exerting influence on us, but we cannot pinpoint what it is. This is a terrible feeling, to just feel that now, in this moment, we are at the mercy of at least one thing. Today we're talking about our confused situation. And you can see here on the top of this wooden cube that it says situation. So confused is one of our 5 situations that we talk about here on Pause. These 5 situations pop up regularly all throughout our lives, and we cannot resolve them. They are aspects of life, they are facets of life which make up a great part about the experience of living. These 5 situations. And today we're talking about confused. This is one of them. This is the symbol for our confused situation. It is 2 question marks. But hopefully you can see in the image now that the question marks have this golden color almost. So this would imply that perhaps our confusion can be golden. Perhaps our confusion can be golden. Something as terrible as our confusion might be golden. We pause and find ourselves disoriented, scrambled, or missing something. Disoriented. We find ourselves disoriented. Sometimes we pause and feel unsure about where we really are. Yes, maybe we know logically where we are. Maybe we know factually where we are. But sometimes we pause and feel disoriented in our heart. Feel disoriented as to what are really we personally supposed to be doing here. What are we doing here? This is a terrible feeling when we pause and we factually know where we are. We know, okay, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. We're checking the boxes. Everyone here are satisfied with what we have done. No one has any questions to us. No one is dissatisfied with our work or our intention. But still we ourselves feel disoriented. And that in itself can make the feeling almost more terrible, that everyone else is satisfied with us and what we have done. But we have not felt that our heart was in it, or that we really knew what was this about really for us. It makes for a terrible contrast between when others are satisfied but we don't really know what were we doing here. Not at the core. We pause and find ourselves scrambled. Scrambled. Like we are a mishmash, like there are impressions, there are information, there are things to do, but everything is just not organized at all. Not in how we feel about it. We're just scrambled. We're just doing things. The actions we're doing feel empty. Perhaps even are empty. We don't really care. It's just whatever. Because we're scrambled. It doesn't really make sense in any coherent whole. We pause and find ourselves missing something. That's a tough one. Sometimes we pause and just feel that we are at a loss. We can almost grasp something, but not quite. Like we're trying to catch smoke. We know there is something there. We know there is something, can almost touch it, but not quite. That sort of confusion is really frustrating, and often we lose our cool and try to rush, try to force it. We try to find the solution. We look here, we look there, we talk to people, we go through everything we know, we look through books, we look through the internet, we just bull rush, this sort of search for that one itch, that one thing that we know is there, but we cannot quite see it yet. That's also part of our confused situation. Disoriented, scrambled, missing something. Confused is how we build structure for the not yet known. This is what this situation is about here on pause. When we pause, this is our goal for our confused situation, to build structure for what we do not yet know. Even though we do not know it yet, we build a structure for it so that when the thing wants to reveal itself to us, the structure is already there. That's what we do. So here we come back to that these two question marks are golden. Just when confusion hits us, it does not feel golden. It just feels bleak. But in our confusion is potential. What we do not know today, we might know tomorrow. What has not revealed itself to us today might reveal itself to us tomorrow. It's like a hidden treasure. And our job, when we are confused, is to build structure for it. To build structure for the invisible. To build structure for the not yet known, but possibly tomorrow known. This is what we do. It's like being ready for a good thing. So this is our goal, structure. This is the word, structure. And we will make another episode next month about our confused goal, which is structure. And then we will talk more about it, what we do more specifically to build this structure. As of now, it is enough to simply recognize this situation us being confused. Often in life, when we hear people talk about how to live life, how to be successful in life, if you will, how not to go wrong, we often talk about winning, how to win. But another way of going about it, which can be actually more effective, oftentimes more effective, is not to think about how to win, but instead to think about how not to lose. Or better still, how to lose skillfully when losing is inevitable. Think about that. Sometimes in life, losing is inevitable. That's a scary thought, but it's true. Sometimes we are just supposed to lose. Pause with me here for a moment. Sometimes we are supposed to lose. And being confused is one example of when it is actually us that are supposed to lose. Being confused is a form of losing. There is something we do not know. We are in the dark. We're losing. We're certainly not winning, not when we're confused. So we're basically losing in some sense. So our confused situation is about how to lose skillfully when we are confused, so that our confusion might not devastate our lives so much. It will have consequences, negative consequences, always do, but it doesn't have to be devastating. And the difference between some loss and devastation is substantial. So we practice ourselves how to be confused in a skillful way. Very difficult to do, but very worthwhile as well. So, if you're interested in this, look for the upcoming episode about our confused goal structure. That's it for today. Thank you.